Okay, so here's a couple problems working on slant height. Slant height is not what you need for volume. So that is information that's just fluff. We need our actual height. So if this side of this square pyramid is 12, then halfway through, this would be 6. And we're pulling out a right triangle. So the bottom is 6, the hypotenuse is 10.8, and we need to know what the other leg is. And this is where you're going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Pythagorean theorem. Remember, c is going to always be the hypotenuse. So 10.8 squared. And then you can put the x in the a or the b. It doesn't matter. So that's going to be x squared plus 36 equals 10.8 squared, which is 116.64. So we're looking for that other leg. We're going to subtract 36 from both sides. So that's going to be x squared equals 80.64. We need the x by itself, so we're going to take the square root. So the square root of 80.64, and we have x equals 8.98. It's going to be the nicest place where you can round it. So that's going to be 8.98 feet, which is my height. Now I can solve for volume of this pyramid. So it is a pyramid. So that means we're going to find 12 times 12. So 12 times 12, that's our base, times our height. And then we're going to divide the whole thing by 3, because it's 1/3 times big BH. And big B is at 12 by 12. So 12 times 8.98. And divide that by 3. So the volume of this pyramid is 431.04 feet cubed. All right. So we have a cone. Same thing. This is our slant height, which is going to do us no good. We need our actual height. So we're going to pull out a triangle. Our hypotenuse is 20.1. The base is 9, and we need to know what this is. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Again, your c is always your hypotenuse. So he's always going to be by himself. And it's going to be x squared plus 9 squared equals that. So it's going to be x squared plus 81 equals 404.01. We're going to move that 81 by subtracting it from both sides. And so it's going to be x squared equals 323.01. To undo squaring something, you're going to take the root of both sides. Now remember, when you take the root of both sides, you have a positive and a negative answer always. But since we're talking about measurements, that negative answer, it doesn't mean anything. So we're just not going to discuss it. So 17.97 is going to be our height of our cone. So again, cone, I'm going to switch colors to make sure you understand. We're now solving for the volume of a cone, which is pi r squared h divided by 3, because it's pitched at the top. So we'll use 3.14. Our radius is 9. And our height is at 17.97. We just solved for by using Pythagorean theorem. And then we're going to divide by 3. It looks like I got 1,523.497 or 0.5. So round to the appropriate, whatever the instructions tell you. And that's going to be meters cubed again. Okay, so maybe pause the video if you haven't tried these yet and try this next one. So we got a 6 by 6 base. It's a pyramid. We have a diagonal or hypotenuse, slant height of 12.4. So from here is only going to be 3. We need an x squared. So x squared plus 3 squared equals 12.4 squared. And 12.4 squared is 153.76. We got 9. We're going to move that 9. So x squared equals 144.76. Again, to get rid of that square, we're going to square root both sides. So we're going to take the square root of 144.76. And that's going to give us 12.03. So we now have our height of our pyramid. So we're going to take the base, which is 6 by 6. So 6 times 6 times it by the height of the whole pyramid. So base, and then divide the whole thing by 3. So 6 times 6 times 12.03. And then divide by 3. And it should be 144.36 feet cubed. I'm doing these quickly, trying to get them squeezed into short videos. So if you find a mistake, by all means, let me know. The next one I'm probably not going to put on this